I'm watching your press tonight. I'm talking about the different channels calling themselves news channels. Here we've got NBC, and I've been watching the others, not just CNN, but Fox and all of it. The thing is, they're making comments now about Russia leaking emails or behind the leak, and they're talking about Julian Assange, WikiLeaks leader, who's been held up in the Ecuadorian embassy for 4 years of his life. In this country, how dare you? How dare you, any of you? They shouldn't have to leak emails. Mr. Assange is a British citizen. He's from Australia. He's a Brit. Died in the war Brit. And I hesitate to say anything because I don't want to do anything to hurt. It's just that God help me make it through this mess. All you have to do, you already know it. If you don't, something's wrong, America. And you do know it. It's just that your media, you're talking about your media is not controlled. Oh, yes, it is. It's controlled. It has been way back, and your elections. But I want to say this. You don't have to go after Russia or WikiLeaks to stop them putting emails out. My God, I've been telling you since I found out about my kidnapping, and I found out in '83 when I ran a political campaign. I have put up on Facebook and YouTube and Google Plus videos of just a portion of what you've done to me, and I've also put up endorsement by Larry Flint, because everybody knows who Larry Flint is. He was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, March the 6th of 78, and I was flown out there in '83 in a political campaign to replace Congressman Dr. Larry McDonald. And the plane he was on, the KAL, had been shot down by the Russian MiG. It veered into their airspace. Okay, they took Nixon off in Juneau off that very plane, so they had to know it was going down. It was en route to Seoul, South Korea. Now then, my point is the crimes and the torture that's been done to my children and me. I found out in '83, and after I found out, it all made sense, and I even remembered some things that happened. I was just 2 years old. I was born in '39 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and they took my name, and I was given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married Childers. Both twins, Carl and Peggy, were illegitimate of birth, and their mother had killed them, Lina Dempsey. So, and the family knew about it. They covered it up all those years because she would have faced the death penalty in Alabama at the time. So I grew up in a hellhole, and it never stopped, the pain and suffering done to my children and me. And I can't go into that now. I've put a good bit of that up, and it's ongoing. But I found out my father's Edward VIII, and I'm talking about the real King Edward VIII, not the imposter that married Wallace Warfield Simpson, an American spy. So now then, this is how much power that orchestrated the takedown of my father and my kidnapping. How much power does that take? It takes the United States and its agencies, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers. All you have to do is see the timeline after they kidnapped me, 43 on, when Israel became a Jewish nation again. The illegal treaties that were signed by George VI, my uncle. He's Cain and Abel is kind of like it. He's Judas himself. He had to take down his own brother. And my father, if I say this again, forgive me, please. Wouldn't want to make a blunder here. it's kind of like, well, he knew that my father, everybody did, that my father was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor. She was considered a commoner. Get this. My mom was a teacher, sister to George O'Keefe. Wonder what a commoner is, what they made me. They took all my money. Well, they're war criminals. And I'm a lady, and my mom was a lady too. And my father, a great man, and you took him down, and the lies still prevail. No matter what, nobody cares to hear the truth. It's the treaties that were illegal that were signed and allowed the United States to put its bases all over everything British and hold their monarch. And yes, the day I was born, Victoria II, heir to the British Crown, my father went through channels, proper channels, on the forced abdication. Excuse me if I get just a little upset watching this TV and all these reporters that are supposed to getting all these salaries and up there calling this one a lie, this one, and talking about Russia and the WikiLeaks for leaking the truth that you're incapable of. So I only hope that the truth prevails, okay? Nobody's paid for their crimes against me, the British, the Germans, my family, my sons. Not one person has been held accountable. And I watch you tonight talking about another country interfering in an American election. As I sit here, Victoria II, and the crimes committed against me personally, and my father, and to the British. And it makes me sick all over. Interfere with an American election. My God, you can take down my country, kidnap the monarch, take down a monarch, and the things you did to my children. Despicable. Despicable. And by the way, Julian Assange is a hero. He knows how to tell the truth, and he fought to tell it. And thank God he did. And I hope so much the truth is over and he has some life left to live that's happy and not subject to the threat from you Americans.